Hey everyone, it's Lexi, and today we're diving into a controversy that's got the nation talking. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem just called protests against ICE raids in California horrendous, and it's ignited a firestorm from Los Angeles streets to the White House. Tensions are sky high. Why are people so angry? What's really going on with these ICE operations? And is Noem's hardline stance making things worse? Stick with me for the next 8 minutes as we unpack this explosive story with exclusive insights you won't find anywhere else. Let's set the stage. On June 6, 2025, ICE agents stormed places like Ambience Apparel and a Home Depot parking lot in Los Angeles, arresting over 40 people. These weren't quiet operations. Agents in camouflage, wielding guns, and driving unmarked vans swept through immigrant-heavy neighborhoods. A pregnant U.S. citizen and a 4-year-old girl were even detained, sparking outrage. Local communities, especially Latino and immigrant groups, hit the streets in protest. By Friday, clashes with police turned chaotic, rocks thrown, cars burned, and tear gas deployed. Over 850 people were arrested in just a few days. This wasn't just about policy, it felt personal to many Angelenos. Enter Kristi Noem, Trump's Homeland Security Secretary. On June 7th, she took to the airwaves, slamming the protests as horrendous and accusing California leaders like Governor Gavin Newsom and Mayor Karen Bass of obstructing federal law enforcement. Here's what she said at a press conference. Noem doubled down, promising arrests for violent protesters and vowing ICE wouldn't stop. But here's where it gets wild. President Trump escalated things by deploying 2,000 National Guard troops and 700 Marines to law, a move Governor Newsom called a blatant abuse of power. Trump even suggested arresting Newsom and Bass for obstructing ICE. So why is this such a big deal? First, California is a sanctuary state, meaning local police don't cooperate with ICE on immigration enforcement. Noem and Trump argue this creates lawlessness, but locals say ICE's tactics like raiding schools and workplaces are terrorizing communities. Second, this isn't just about law. Protests have spread to Chicago, New York, and Seattle, with thousands rallying against what they call a militarized crackdown. Here's my take. Noem's horrendous label dismisses the real fear in immigrant communities. These raids aren't just targeting criminals, families are being torn apart. But on the flip side, Noem's got a point about violence. Throwing rocks and burning cars isn't peaceful protest. The question is, who's escalating this more? ICE's aggressive tactics or the protesters' response? So where do we go from here? A federal judge temporarily blocked Trump's National Guard deployment, but an appeal's already in motion. Meanwhile, ICE raids are continuing and activists are planning bigger protests like the No Kings rallies set for this weekend. Governor Newsom's suing the Trump administration, calling this a step toward authoritarianism. This clash isn't just about immigration, it's about power. Can the federal government override state rights? And how far will Trump push this crackdown? One thing's clear, the divide between Washington and California is deeper than ever. Alright everyone, that's the breakdown on Kristi Noem's explosive comments and the ICE protests shaking up California. What do you think? Are these raids going too far, or is Noem right to crack down? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe to stay in the loop on stories like this. I'm Lexi, and I'll see you next time for more truth, no filter. Stay curious.